yes, we are live now. Hi guys, welcome in. Yeah, today our live we have oh, he's not feeling doing live. Alright, today our live we'll be having a special host because I think you all see my face, I'm just sian already. So yeah, today we have two of our new colleagues will be joining us, Anders and Desiree. Ta-da!
Hello.
Hi guys.
I'm Desiree.
And I'm Anders. Ben has become very camera shy, so we'll be taking over today's.
Yeah, today I don't really feel like getting on the camera, so we have Anders and Desiree here to show us around the house. This is a penthouse at Flamingo Valley at Siglap area that we have recently done up. Okay, so let's thanks a lot for joining, guys. Right now we have about 4,000 4,000 viewers. So yeah, thanks for taking time off right now, lunchtime, right? Everybody, 给笑 come in and watch. Okay, anyway, as always, after our live, for those that catch us like midway or maybe you watch halfway, you have to go back to work or lunch, right? Not to worry, we will upload on our IGTV and also our YouTube channel. So remember to subscribe to our YouTube channels lah, huh? Okay, wow, hi, nice. Okay, you have 5,000 already, so you all kanchiong or not?
About 10 then we start.
Must be about 10,000, huh? Okay, 6,000 already.
I think you can start with
Okay.
the shoe cabinet here first.
Alright, sure.
So, Ben actually created all these groove lines on the shelf, on the cabinet door.
Oh, Simon say hi.
Oh, hello. And so behind we have the shoe cabinet and the DD cabinet as well. And the detailing is quite interesting because you might think that this is a handle, but it's actually not. The handles are right here. Oh, it's a tic-tac door, right? Yeah, it's a tic-tac door. And then also varied the sizes of the cabinet doors. So this one is here, is this size, and then the bottom one is somewhere in the middle, but this one he made it a little bit lower. So there's some visual interest in this difference of the sizes.
Yeah.
And then moving on to the kitchen and the dry kitchen. So the client actually really likes baking. So she wanted to have a dry kitchen where she could do her baking and as well as a wet kitchen. This is the item that Ben designed for them. And it's quite interesting because over here he has all these batten strip details. And usually what they do with the countertop, right, it goes all the way to the end. But he decided to end it earlier and continue this language of the batten strip all the way up to the top. So you have this interesting contrast between the quartz countertop as well as this wooden laminate.
Okay.
What's countertop from?
Constantino, CL Serena quartz countertop, the South Stone ones. And then here we have some storage, and this one's quite cute, I think. How to open a tic-tac door also, right?
Yeah, this side.
It's actually a pull-out drawer here, so it's a lot easier for you to access whatever that's too deep into the drawers, because it's quite a narrow shelf as well. And inside here, is this tic-tac door? No, it's not. It's just a kitchen door. Inside here we have some racks for wine glasses as well. And then he created all these niches to be able to put the water dispenser and the oven inside nicely. And then moving on to the wet kitchen. It's this huge glass door. And Ben actually continued using the same pots within the wet kitchen as well, and on the backsplash, so it looks a lot more consistent and very luxurious actually, because of such a big piece of stone. So over here we have the dish rack. Very cool, the mechanism.
Bloom. It's called Bloom, right?
The Bloom,
lift up system.
yeah,
You can reach.
Bloom accessories. I can't reach, but I think you can. So you can hide away all your dishes and stuff when they're drying. Yep. So over here, usually in the corners, right, it's very hard to reach. So what Ben opted for instead was to have a display shelf, so that you don't have to dig all the way in, open the door and dig your hands in to find stuff. It's a lot more easier, and it also creates some variance to the design, so it's not so flat and consistent. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anything that I missed out?
Yeah, I think pretty much. Yeah.
Drawers.
Yeah, the rest are basically
Yeah,
technical
it's
stuff, right?
just a typical kitchen layout.
Okay.
Oh, this is nice. I didn't notice this just now. This detailing.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the sink is different size.
Yeah, because we are using undermount sink here. Yeah.
I like this. I like this. Okay, let's go on to the living area.
Okay, let's go.
Fine,
Okay, I'll close it.
Am I talking too fast?
You won't stop fast.
So
Okay.
this is the living room feature wall, and it's very, very big, and this is a real marble slab. Super nice. Ben used some curved panels over here with wallpaper on top so that can kind of fit into the curves more easily, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then just to finish off the edges of these curved panels, right? He had these U-channel brass strips to kind of cap over it to give it a more finished look. And it also makes it look very luxurious. I think what's interesting that he did with this TV feature wall is that he has created many different layers. So it's not so flat and boring. And even on the sides of this marble slab, right, he also put like a brass, what do you call this, like a brass panel?
Brass plate.
Brass plate,
Plate
right,
detailing.
a brass plate detailing just to finish it off in the corners. It's very, very pretty. And also another interesting detail that Ben did was he made this platform here, which we can actually see quite commonly in a lot of designs. But what he did differently is because the owners have very young kids, or one young kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he decided to chamfer the edges so that it's not so dangerous for the child. But it also, besides being practical, looks much nicer than just a 90-degree edge. And then over here, we have some brass shelves. And I think another thing that's very cute and that he has done consistently throughout the house, right, is that the edge of this drawer is not very obvious. Because he also chamfered the edges here, so the profile is a lot thinner and it kind of just like fits perfectly there, so it doesn't look like a thick drawer profile.
Okay, I didn't notice.
Yeah. Anything that I missed out? Anything
Wallpaper.
else you would like to add, Ben?
Yeah, so yeah, we can, like, if you realize that we use
Oh yeah.
yeah,
This part, the profile is a lot thicker. I mean, not a lot thicker, but slightly thicker. It pops out a little bit.
when we go for like metalworks detailings, right, we can spec the kind of finishing that we want, whether it's a hairline or gloss finish, or even the color, whether you're going for brass, copper, gold, rose gold, and even the thickness. For example, this I'm using a really slim profile, whereby for the shaft I make it slightly thicker a bit. Yeah, this is also for practical reason lah, for the support. Yeah, because if we were to use like a normal laminate shaft, then you wouldn't be able to have such a slick
You
profile
wouldn't have
already.
such a nice finish.
Yeah, and
surface
not
as well.
yeah. Although laminate do have some metal laminates, but yeah, the shaft itself will be quite thick, lor. Okay.
Anything you like to add,
Yeah.
Anders?
These are wallpapers, right?
Yeah.
It's wallpaper. So Ben didn't use laminate, he used wallpaper instead. But I think it does tie in very nicely with the wallpaper on the side as well.
Yeah, why I opt for wallpaper is because I want this texture here to be the same with my curve profile. So I think overall it will look more consistent. It will look nicer. Yeah, that's the reason why I opt for laminate. I mean opt for wallpaper. Like here, bottom. There's one layer, there's wallpaper, then marble, then laminate at the bottom. So initially on the top here, right, I initially wanted it to have a wood wallpaper, but end up when we completed the feature wall, we decided, actually not bad. I mean, it looked clean. It looked clean, and we think that maybe it's not necessary to add a wood wallpaper on the ceiling and the beam itself, lor. I think this is good enough already.
Yeah, and I mean, commonly we see Ben's modern luxe projects. They're very dark and masculine, but he has managed to make this house look very feminine and classy at the same time.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
lighter shades of grey.
What design theme is this? I'll say this is modern contempt. Yeah, but with a uh, neutral palette. Yeah, not my usual style lah. Those very too dark and cozy one. Yeah, this is quite I would say quite well balanced. Okay.
Okay, so moving on to the dining area. And this is the main feature of the dining area. It's a really beautiful lamp chandelier with all these little petals that our PM had to painstakingly attach on one by one. I think they took a lot of time. But it's just really, really pretty. And it's almost like a centerpiece for this dining table. And then these really cute chairs also, these quilted details. Yeah, but the style of the show is
Yeah, in fact, the chair is owners their existing one.
really
Yeah, they brought over this chair. They say they
Yeah,
wanted to
nice.
keep this chair. So yeah, I just helped them to pair with this black marble dining table, and the owner Christine really liked this like a lot. Yeah, and our guys, wow, like you say like install until 1-2 hours to
Just
assemble
doing it,
this light.
yeah.
Yeah, this is like super xiong, but it turned out lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not really nice.
yeah. Okay.
So, shall we move on to the walk-in
The walk-in wardrobe.
That's my favorite room in this house.
The very small but very high valued room.
Yes. Is this door, right?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Toilet.
Okay, so Ben actually converted what used to be a very narrow study room into this beautiful area where she can do her makeup with all these really nice cabinets where she can keep all her bags and her clothes as well as her shoes. So usually when we move in and then we put our clothes in, it's very hard to upkeep upkeep the tidiness of your wardrobe. So Ben opted for all these reader glass so that it's a little bit more, it's not so see-through. And then he also used this rose gold detailing here for the handles, which is so pretty, but it's not very loud like how gold would be. So it's like a very understated, luxurious element in this room. I'll just show you the drawers that he used here. They actually pull out drawers because she has so many things. So this makes it a lot easier for her to access her items, especially the ones in the back. So she doesn't have to take up everything just to get the stuff in the back. And then over here, we have a display shelf for her bags. And Ben also used the same card around the glass panel. Because usually a lot of people just put a glass panel there, but he kind of wanted to elevate the design and make it a little bit more interesting and luxurious. And then inside they have cove lights to light up the displays as well. And it's very, very nice. And because he also didn't want to make it too loud, over here he opted to use some white shaker doors, very simple. Yeah. But of course, I think this is the coolest part lah. So they actually used to have a, what do you call that? A bay window. Yeah, they used to have a bay window, and then Ben decided to extend it all the way out into this sort of stage. This cute staircase, it's all carpeted. And then you can go up here. There's a little pool for you to sit on. And this is her vanity where she can do all her makeup. All these drawers. And he decided to keep it simple here and opted for these really cute, tiny gold handles instead. Yeah, very nice. I like. And this I want.
It's time for me to go.
Yeah, I really like this carpet flooring is to create a very like kind of like a stage effect, like different texture, different layers, and it feels luxuriant.
It's very soft.
Yeah, very soft, very cozy.
It's also right next to the window, so you get ample daylight because it's very important when you're doing your makeup. You definitely need a lot of daylight.
Yeah. And behind here we have this like wallpaper like mural from Hello Circus. Yeah, this is also one of owner's favorite. Shall we?
Please lead the way.
To the upstairs?
To the upstairs.
Yes, let's
Close
go.
the door.
Okay, let's go up to the master.
Come on, let's tell us
Is it my
about
turn?
this. Yes.
Okay. So the owners are very into feng shui and very particular about where the bed faces. Originally, the bed was over there, facing you, and the brief was that they wanted the bed to face the window. Right, and so what Ben did was to reorientate the layout and to install this you call it bedrest,
Bedhead.
bedhead with this. You want to take us through the curved?
Oh, okay. So he did a half height bedhead, and to kind of soften out the laminate, right? He did this cushion detailing here that kind of hugs this. It hugs the laminate over here, so it looks more cohesive. And again, just now I mentioned about the drawers. You can't really tell this is a drawer. When I first came in, I thought it was just a box, like a tabletop, but it's because of this thin profile over here. So it looks very sleek, and it goes in very nicely with the table. And what Ben did also was, because the existing wardrobe was over there, right? So he kept it at that position. Yeah. So he didn't want to close up the space, and he decided to open it up and kind of use the back cabinets as a feature wall. So it doubles. It's practical and it's also visually appealing. I'll tell you more about it later when we go over to that side. And then for this one, should I talk about the laminate?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can talk about
So I
it.
don't know if you noticed, but this space the ceiling is really high. I think I can put two of me over here.
2.5.
So there are actually limits to the sizes of laminates. The biggest is about 3 meters. So this wall is higher than 3 meters, I assume. And there's no way for the laminate to completely reach the top. So what Ben did actually is to change the orientation of the grain of the wood at the bottom that is aligned to the side tables. Just to create this very simple detailing over here so that the laminates can reach the entirety of this wall. Actually, it's not a wall, it's the back of a wardrobe.
We should check it out.
Yeah. When I first came in, I thought this was a mirror. Very stupid.
Yeah, both say you look so tiny to the wall.
Okay, and then also because there's so many.
Clear away that.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't pass it to me. Okay.
Okay, and also because there was so much space for wardrobes, right? Ben didn't want to use just one type of wardrobe door for across the entire wardrobe area. So he actually opted to use different types of doors, which is quite interesting. So over here we have a sliding glass door with this black frame, and very nice. And then on this side, he has some smaller storage shelves where you can put your bags or your bed sheets and stuff, towels. Yeah. So it kind of frames this very, very grand looking wardrobe sliding wardrobe door. Same thing over here. You can keep like smaller stuff. Now this one I really, really like. So like I mentioned earlier, sorry, am I talking?
No, that's okay.
Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, he intended for this wardrobe to kind of also act as a feature wall. So what he did, right, instead of making all the wardrobe doors the same size, which typically you would, he decided to do wardrobe doors of different sizes, just so that there's some variation in the appearance and it's not so consistent and rigid. And then over here he added this really cute cove light just to light up the space, and it also makes it look very like got a hotel feel lah. Woo. Yeah. Down here we have more casement doors, and then this just kind of acts like a, what would you call it? Like a separation between the top and the bottom, because usually we wouldn't do this. We just put top and bottom together. So I thought this was a very interesting detail. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Because like the room, the like floor to ceiling height is like really high.
Yeah,
So
it's-
you really have to think of the type of design, whether be it like this, we call it like materials limitation, on how we can reorientate the materials. And over here we play with design, so it doesn't look like one typical door lor. So it look more like a feature. Yeah.
It's not so boring.
Yeah, in fact you have so much storage.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Okay,
should we
now
go into the bathroom?
favorite place, Anders. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, your favorite place, go talk.
Your favorite.
Where do I start? Can you help me?
You start the toilet bowl first, that's your favorite seat.
You know,
You talk about this.
Can I talk about
Yeah.
it? Okay. So usually for bathroom countertop, we wouldn't make it this big lah.
Mm.
But Ben wanted to really go for that kind of MBS hotel, like high-end 5-star hotel feel. So he opted for a thicker countertop.
Mm-hmm.
And over here it's quite interesting because usually you wouldn't use wallpaper in a bathroom because people are afraid of like water damage and stuff. But he managed to find wallpaper that's suitable. What's that wallpaper sealer, right?
Yeah.
Water
There are
sealant.
some hidden secret recipe
Okay.
to
Secret
make it
recipe
work.
cannot share,
Yeah.
but it works and it's not gonna get damaged.
Yeah.
And we also have what do you call this? Like the double countertop,
His and
double
her
sink. Oh yeah, his and her sinks. And usually what you'll see is one big mirror panel for both of them. But I thought what Ben did was very interesting. He gave each of them their own personal mirrors, and in the middle he had this really cute wall light
Mm-hmm.
that adds like a feature. It really does look like a hotel bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
It's
taps.
really cute.
Taps are on the countertop. Like flat. Oh, so cute.
Yeah, this is
Very
countertop
cute.
conceal tab. Yeah, because usually we will use like let's say we go for conceal one, it'll be like a wall mounted on the surface. But this one, I just thought that I go too much staycation already lah. Then I get more inspiration. Then I say, okay, I must go for countertop conceal one. And the owner actually invested in this. If I'm not wrong, this is by Toto. Yeah, I really like the design of it.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I've never actually seen this before.
Hmm.
It's my first time seeing it.
Then of course, if you want to go for like a wallpaper for your bathroom walls, for your backsplash or backing, you just raise it a bit higher so to minimize the contact of water actually splashing on it. And this way you can make it work. Yeah, but of course it's not recommended that you do it on the wet walls itself lah.
Yeah, so he has the wallpaper here behind the toilet, the toilet bowl, but not anywhere else.
Yeah, just like if you go like MBS or you go like you check out their suite, you realize that for their dry areas they did go for wallpaper, but on the wet areas definitely you will not see because confirm tree one lah.
Yeah.
Okay, you wanna talk about the tiles?
So this one you actually did overlay, right?
Yeah,
so
overlay
the
the
existing
tile.
tiles actually under this. and you just overlaid the tiles on top.
Mm.
But that's possible because it's flush, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
think you
flush.
mentioned in your previous life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the tiles are gonna pop out, if it's too thick, if you overlay, right, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, this one hang lah. This
Yeah.
black one is the existing one.
Yeah. Maybe we can talk about the shower?
Yeah, so over here the tiles, I opt for big piece tiles as usual. I like to go for like 120. 120 by the, I think this like 600. 120 by 600, and if you can see this wall here, you see it's just nice. I use like one piece. So yeah, you won't see so many joint lines no. Then also for our shower areas, in fact we kept the existing bathtub. We didn't really hack away, so we keep this wall and this wall. But we wanted to slowly tone down out. Like outside here, I'm using like this gray marblish matte looking tiles. But by my wet areas, I tone it down from black marble to like this kind of like ash wood kind of tiles, straight tiles, whereby I let it orientate from my flooring all the way up here to the walls itself. So this is for my wet walls area. So basically for tiling work, this is it. The black is the existing one.
I think it's quite interesting how Ben kept the existing tiles and turned it into a feature because it becomes the strongest point in the toilet and it kind of anchors the entire design and becomes a feature. So to match with the dark marble, he opted for these black frames for the glass panels. Just to tie everything in together.
Yep.
Bye, Ben.
What the? Okay. Yeah, we really like how this bathroom turned out.
It's very nice.
The wood floor material, these are tiles. These are like, it's not wood actually. It's wood-like tiles. It's solid. Yeah, solid wood-like tiles. But of
Actually,
course,
a lot of the wood-like tiles I see very shiny. Don't even look like.
yeah, I don't like shiny ones.
But this one looks like.
Yeah, I prefer this actually. And remember, I was that one I'm sharing on my stories. That was for part-time projects, whereby I use a slimmer profile. So usually wood tiles, the width is about 120 to 150 for most China one. Then if you go for European one, you can find smaller profile like maybe 80, 70. Yeah, that's the smallest that I've seen so far. But for this size, we can go for 120, 150 is fine. Don't even go for too small because this bathroom is quite big actually. I see you started already. Okay. Yeah, I really like this bathroom a lot. So, yep. Okay. I think that we have come to the end of our tour. Yeah, you see there's a bolster here. Oh, this poor little friend. Yeah, we are getting ready for our starting later. So, why are you here, bro? Okay, let's keep it.
Where should I put it?
Yeah, we can keep it later. Yeah. Okay, just put it anywhere first. Okay, and they have a very big balcony outside here. Whereby yeah, we never really do much outside actually. Okay. So yeah, Anders, maybe you can hold the camera for me while I do our closing. Okay, so we have come to the end of our tour, and I hope you guys like it. And for those that I take out my mask. That's on that one. Okay. For those that have catch us like midway, not to worry because we will upload our video on our IGTV and also on our YouTube channel itself. So you guys can always catch us lah. So before we end this, maybe let's just maybe 1 minute. Do you have any question regarding this tour that you want me to answer? Feel free, come on, yeah, give me a question. Alright. If not, then yeah, if not, thanks so much for watching and thanks Desiree, please 拍你一下 please
And why you so handsome?
yeah, not nonsense. No nonsense. Yeah. Okay, thanks Desiree for helping us with the tour. Desiree is our yeah, new designer. She has a lot of projects coming up, so guys wait for it. Yeah, it's crazy.
I have a couple of questions.
Right.
Is 100K budget for reno 5-room HDB reasonable?
Actually, as I mentioned, always through all the previous live, when we talk about budget, there's it's really very subjective because it depends on your requirement and the condition of the house itself. But if you're talking about resale, I would say 5-room easily renovation is 100K and above. Yeah, so because definitely you need to redo the kitchen, you need to redo a bathroom and stuff like that. And also depends on the team.
Could you share what the cost is for a project of this scale, excluding furnishings?
Excluding furnishing, wow. Because for us mostly it's like include everything, It's including furnishing, styling, like whatever you see from our tour here, even down to all these accessories, all these are included. So our budget usually is based on that. Yeah, so it's quite hard for us to give just the renovation. But for this scale, if I'm not wrong, the renovation is probably about 1.5. Yeah, like I can't remember clearly because.
What if you include furnishings?
Huh?
If you include furnishings?
I need to check again. But as at every project, for example, this is completed sometimes back already. So only like recently exited. In fact, the owner has already moved in. So there's a lot of information I can't really get it off my head right now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, alright. So thanks to Anders.
My handsome assistant.
Yeah, handsome assistant for joining us today. Alright, so okay. Thanks guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.